Welcome back. This is Sunrise, and we're talking restructuring Nigeria. Mr. Shogun, you were talking about whether we should return to the regional governments that we had, or whether we should stick with the states. But in all of these things, how would that tie into this official looting of the public purse?
Yeah,
seeming looting of the public purse.
Yes, one of the things driving the looting of the public treasury is the defect in the structure of the country, because people feel insecure, either ethnically or as a zone or as a state. And that is why you see when somebody is caught looting public treasury, the people roll out a red carpet, because they assumed he has gone there to loot resources, for the development of their own ethnic community or zones.
But they have seen that it doesn't happen that way.
Yes, because so many people think that the Nigerian project as it is today will not survive without restructuring. Look at the two sides of it. Those who are opposed to restructuring, as I've analyzed the two groups of people before, and those who are for restructuring, both parties, the anxiety of those who are against restructuring is strictly about the unity of Nigeria, and that is why they insisted that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. Even our president said that is non-negotiable. Those who are for restructuring, some of them, some people are calling for secession. What you see is that restructuring probably is the only thing all of us will end up agreeing with. We only need to allay the anxiety of those who are against restructuring, that look, when you restructure the country, it will not necessarily lead to secession, because you will not have 3 regional centers anymore. What we'll have is 6 zones, and the states will be grouped under the zones. One, we will be able to eliminate huge bureaucracy, taking a lot of resources away. If you look at some of the beautiful points in the last national conference held under Jonathan, many people, particularly in the ruling APC, disagreed at the time, with the conference, thinking that it will be used for political purposes. But forget about the political argument. There are still so many beautiful points, so many things right inside it, which we can take, and incorporate into our constitution, because it will allay some of the concerns, it will solve some of the problems. Let me give you an example. For instance, unicameral legislature. We can't afford a bicameral legislature where you have the Senate and the House of Reps. It's clear. Senegal has done it. Senegal went ahead and scrapped one of the two houses of, and then today they are saving huge amount of money in billions, and we need that resources to develop our country. Take another one, the issue of state police. State police is an imperative in the federal system of government. So how do you have Abuja controlling what happens in Surulere or in Warri, when in reality there's a government, that will be held accountable by the people, voted for by the people in the Delta State. So the same thing goes for other factors such as mining, which we need to allow the states, is on the exclusive list currently. Railway is on the exclusive list currently. Power is on the exclusive list currently. Even if you choose a state like Lagos State with huge resources, for instance, if they choose to embark on railway projects to serve and meet the needs of their people, they just cannot do that without the authorization of Abuja. This is really the problem.
Okay. Let me bring in Mr. Akindele.
I was going to ask Mr. Akindele to tie into this before. Which should come first? Mental, or the mind restructuring, or political restructuring?
Thank you very much. One, the mindset of our people has to be visited as the first point, because what's causing all this problem is the issue of mindset. Everybody knows that the security of this nation, there's no security. There's lives are not safe. Economy is coming down. It has come down so fast. These are indications or indices of a failing state. You can't take care of your people. You cannot provide security for them. There's unimaginable corruption. These are indications and indices of a failed state. So for anybody to say, well, because I don't want some people to secede or not secede, we must continue this way, is to say that you are asking for force. You are asking for trouble tomorrow. Because this is a nation filled with milk and honey. And you have a system where the ethno-nations, we have at least 250 ethno-nations in Nigeria. Our togetherness is a social contract. When a group of people say, no, you can't rule, you will never rule. When they say, well, a system has been put in place, a structure has been put in place in Nigeria. You have the local government, you have the states, then you have the federal government. But these structures are not allowed to function.
Yeah.
Everything that they need to function, you grab to the central. And now you now dole it out to them. And then you create a system where you have, when you say, let me just go diversify a little bit. When you say diversification of the economy, for example, what are you talking about? You are saying, okay, we had a mono economy thus far. Let us go into other, let us look at other areas. But the point is, you have not looked at your house. It's like a woman, about 100 women getting ready to give birth to children. And then you now have dragons that you put in place that are waiting for the children to be born so that they can suck their blood. So how, even if we now have 1,000 women, and you see how the people sucking the blood of these children, how will the children survive? That is what we have with the parliamentarians that we have. You have already created a system, except you correct that system. You look at the political system, the governmental system that you put in place, except that system is corrected, and you save money. Then when you diversify, then the money that come from there can be used to take care of the people. Nation states are formed to have decentralized processes of meeting the needs of the citizen. What is the unity between the citizen today and the government? The government does not know what is happening. They cannot protect them. People are now saying, okay, let us get together. Hey, the nation belongs to us. You say, oh, if we get together and we allow them to have autonomy of some sort, they are going to run away. Why do you think that way?
Yes, you are changing that.
Every right-thinking person, even General Gowon has said, okay, yes, there should be a restructuring, but to a level that does not allow people to want to go. If I'm happy with you, why do I want to leave your company?
But Mr. Akindele, people are saying that this structure is what is going to make people want to go away. And we can see that various areas are now asking for, we want to secede. Yes. By this date, all indigenes of this state should come back home because we're going to declare our independence.
Alero, you are right.
This structure that is causing people to feel that way.
If you don't restructure now, right, you will have more mayhem and more people agitating to want to go away because they want to be able to manage their fortune. We cannot be living under an illusion that things are right. Let me tell you a personal experience. Zimbabwe is being said to be a failed state. I went to Zimbabwe a few months ago. I traveled from Harare to a place called Kwekwe, 260 kilometers. There was no single pothole. I traveled from Ghana by road recently back to Lagos. I wanted to stop over in Benin.
Benin.
In Benin Republic. When I got to Benin Republic, up until the time I got to Benin Republic, there was no single pothole. The moment I came into the country that's supposed to be number one,
big brother.
The big brother. My driver was driving, avoiding potholes. Something is wrong.